Okay, hi everyone. My name is Andri Ramadani, and in this video, I want to share my reading report based on David Crystal's book, which is Language Death. The topic is something I honestly never thought too deeply about before, but after reading it, I realized that it's really important. Uh, First of all, what does language date even mean? So yeah, language that happens when a language is no longer spoken by anyone. It usually starts slowly, but eventually, when the last speakers of that language pass away and no one else know how to speak it, that's when the language is considered officially dead. And crystals also say it's like a human death. Without a people, language cannot exist. So when a language has no more speakers, it's gone forever. There's one story in the book that really made me pause. It was about a man named Bugon who lived in Cameroon. He was the last speaker of the Kasabi language. After he passed away, the language just vanished. No one else knew it. It's like all the culture, stories, and memories that were inside that language disappeared with him. And yeah, can you imagine being the last person on earth who speaks your language? Actually, I think that's really sad. And yeah, so why does this happen? Why do people stop speaking their language? Actually, from what I know, there are many reasons, but one of the main ones is something called language shift. That's when a group of people slowly stop using their own language and switch to another one, usually or usually a more dominant or popular language like English, Spanish, or Mandarin. So sometimes it's because of colonizations or modernizations, or simply because people move to cities and feel like their traditional language is not usable anymore. And for example, maybe parents stop teaching their kid the local language because they think it's better for them to learn the national or global language, I think. Over time, the younger generation cannot speak their native language at all, and then the language starts to fade away. And uh, how serious is this problem actually? I think it's very serious because Crystal explains that out of around 6,000 to 7,000 languages in the world, more than half are endangered. That means they're in danger of dying. He even says that based on the trend, a language dies about every 2 weeks. That's so crazy. Can you imagine? Every 2 weeks, one more language is gone forever. Yeah, maybe some people think this is not a big deal, like, oh, it's just one language, but that's not true, I think, because every language has a whole world inside it. And why should we care about this? Actually, this is the most important part. If a language dies, well, David Crystal argues that when a language dies, we're not just losing grammar or vocabulary, we're losing culture, history, and identity. So, yeah, it's like deleting an entire way of looking at the world. And every language has its own unique expressions, stories, songs, and traditions, even knowledge about plants, animals, and nature that might not exist in any other language. Once it's gone, that knowledge is gone too. And Crystal also compares language death to environmental destructions, just like we care about saving forests and animals, we should also care about saving languages. He also says that language is deeply connected to personal identity. So it's how we express our feelings, humor, and values. So when language disappears, people also lose part of their soul, their roots, I think. And now uh, you might ask, and I also, is not it too late? Crystal says not always. There are still things we can do to save endangered languages. One of them is documentations like reading grammars and dictionaries or recording conversations and stories from native speakers. And another way is revitalizations. So it's encouraging younger generations to learn and use the language. Some schools even start teaching their local language again. It's and yeah, it's not easy, but it's not a possible. It's not impossible. I'm sorry, but it has to start with awareness. If we don't even realize that language is dying, how can we help save it? So yeah, I think to round it up, language that is real and it's happening fast. So it's not just a linguistic issue, but also a cultural emotion one. And yes, we should care because it affects all of us in the long run. I think that's all. Thank you for listening to my reading report in social linguistics. Okay, thank you.